Good evening, everybody. I will be going live in 2 minutes. Just about to get started. Please stick around. We'll be there in a minute. Almost ready. Just please stick around. I'll be right there with Today in 3D. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Your man, John here again. Welcome, my 3D printer people. Back again, just to talk to you guys and see what's going on. Let me go ahead and get all set up here. So, this is going to be try to do a daily event here where we talk about today in 3D printing. So, let's just jump right into it, shall we? So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the change of my video, or my channel's name is going to be changing from GeoDroid John to Print from SD 3D, because I decided that that's a more applicable name to the channel. GeoDroid John it was an old name I had like 8 years ago. First video I ever uploaded with that nickname, so I just stuck. But I'll be changing it to Print from SD, just like you see on your 3D printer sometimes, to Print from SD 3D. San Diego's where I live, and there's also like a double entendre thing for print from San Diego, print from SD card. So that's going to be happening. Just keep that in mind when you see a new channel on your feed. It's still me, Geodroid John, but I'm doing a new channel setup called Print from SD 3D. Good to have you all here tonight. Tonight is August 7th, 2018, and this is the second show I've done about 3D printing in the news and most recent videos. So before we jump into all that, let's do a recap of what we did yesterday. Let me see if I can throw a card up here. Let's throw a card up. Can we do that? Anyways, I try to put a card up. There's if you want to go to yesterday's video, there should be a link in the description after this video is all set up. So go ahead and check that out. Next, we're going to go ahead and flip over to the desktop view, and we're going to talk about Today in 3D. Now, this is a segment of my channel where I go through just today on YouTube and I search for 3D star asterisk. That way we can actually get and I capture what is happening in 3D printing today. That way we can kind of document how things change over the years. I wish I had started this years ago, because you would have learned about Prusa developing his first Mendel and all the it'd be like a 3D printer historian. That would be really cool. So with that in mind, I do want to go ahead and reference you to my first video I have here, and it comes from Matthew Bailey. Matthew Bailey published this yesterday, but for some reason it showed up as published today. So got Matthew Bailey and the iconic first print. This kind of video is very near and dear to my heart, because I like to know that I like to see other people that have their first prints. So let's go ahead, and it's a 20-second clip. Go ahead and watch that. Looks like he's got a Prusa, and he's got the old style or the new style hot end, very cool. He's got the sensor on looks like a metal print bed, heated, all rep wrap. Man, that's slick. I love it when people build a home built 3D printer. Also looks like a Darwin. Let me back it up. You see him pull away, and you can see the frame down there where this is a Darwin style rep wrap. And if you're not familiar with Darwin, okay, so 3D printing originated from rep wrap. So replicating rapidly 3D printers. And if you scroll to the build a rep wrap section, you can see the types of rep wraps. The Darwin was the first model ever created by Adrian Bower, where he actually built a 3D printer with a commercial 3D printer. You can see that style, and they still use it today. So it's a good design, but then it evolved over time. So you can see that it's a gantry that drops down. So cool, good for him. Matthew Bailey, congratulations, you are subscribed. And let's go ahead and say hi to them. Good job. Keep it up, man. Matthew Bailey, awesome. All right, next in Today in 3D, and there's a playlist link in the description if you're interested in finding all these videos. Here we have Wexter's Geeky Stuff, and I picked this video tonight because he did a mini Rocketeer with his beautiful young daughter here, and he was copying, I believe, from Press Reset. So he talked about a video that Press Reset did about making a toy, and then he wanted to make one with his daughter. So she's adorable, he's a great dad, that's awesome. While we're rolling through some of these, please tell me about what some projects you're doing and the reason that you come to my channel. Because I just want to give you the content you're looking for, or if you're looking for something else, maybe we could find another channel for you. So he printed that. So go over there, shoot that guy a subscription, tell him we sent you. That looks cool. I'm surprised anybody even still remembers the Rocketeer. All right, moving on. Do we have anybody even watching out there? Let's do a check. Got 2 people watching, including myself. Awesome. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing my thing. Let's go, guys. All right. So next up, this is a blink and you'll miss it. I moved into a new place. It doesn't have a toilet paper stand. I went to Target, and I had to buy a new one. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you something that I wish I had known was there, called Minimalist Quick Change Toilet Paper Roll Holder. Very cool. Check this out. Blink and you'll miss it. Boom, done. Good job, man. I'm going to download that. I'll probably make it, put it in the back of my door because my bathroom is really tiny. So he gave you the link here. Let's go ahead and go to new tab. It's right there. Go ahead and pick it up. It's thing 3038152. All right. Moving on to the next thing in 3D Awesome today. I saved this for the last, I believe, because I think it's something that we all have to deal with 3D printers is moisture getting into your 3D prints. So we want to make sure that your filament is dry as possible and that it's pretty much right out of the box. So let's see how he handles this. Let's go back to his. So he explains in Make Me Lab, 44,000 subscribers, already killing it out there. I was not aware of this gentleman, but the main reason I picked his videos is because he blows something up. So let's watch him blow something up. Cute doggo, and he dropped something hot in a fish tank. Watch this. I can't believe he got permission to do that from whoever he reports to, you know, his neighbors. So he goes through how to actually dry filament, and I keep mine just in a dry box. For the most part, if they're not sealed, they go in here. And I have a dehydrator in there, like a moisture wicking dehydrator in there. But I do have a food dehydrator that I have yet to modify, and what I want to do is remove all the racks so I can put in spools of filament and dehydrate it with heat. So that should be something coming up in an upcoming project. All right, let's see if we've got anybody in the comments before we move on to the second half. Am I still even live? Let's see. Looks like I'm still live. I don't see any comments yet. Okay, that's fine. We'll just keep going, guys. Oh, What I Think YouTube is here. Awesome. Good to see you. I like to have these repeat people coming back and forth. Awesome. So let's move on to the news. So this is 3D printing news and some stuff I pulled from 3Ders that I think is kind of interesting. That way we can kind of get an idea of the news cycle for 3D printing. Let's go ahead and check out this first thing right here. Now, new 3D printing method can make your smartphone battery last longer. So I believe I remember this research, and what they do is they talk about some way to actually print a 3D scaffold in there. That way you can actually have a crazy amount of electricity built inside. So you see the scaffolding here, the way they design it, that's where the electrons are stored, versus this, you know, a lithium-ion battery. So you can actually see how it's done. They're going to use this with carbon nanotubes and stuff. So hopefully this will solve some of the electricity problems and storage problems that we have when you use like pure carbon and actually store energy inside of it. I think that's a really cool, interesting application of 3D printing. So this is coming out of Carnegie Mellon in collaboration with Missouri University. Have developed a new method of fabricating battery electrodes using aerosol jet 3D printing. That's super light material. It's lighter than, I believe, air. So it's a solid that's lighter than air, which is really cool. Let me see if they come up. In normal batteries, 30 to 50% of the total electrode volume is unutilized. Our method overcomes this issue by using 3D printing, where we can create a micro-lattice electrode architecture that allows efficient transport of lithium through the electrode. Basically, it's scaffolding. So electrodes only stick to the outside of a substance, so the more surface area, the better batteries you have. Moving on. Okay, so I saw this in the news, and I saw this guy on Today, I believe, and he was actually, let me just go ahead and switch over to another view here. Yep. Oh, hey guys, welcome to my channel. So let's talk about this guy with the 3D printed Iron Man thing here for a moment. So I saw this guy on Today Show, I believe. He's got a legit Iron Man fly suit. Like, you get in it and he uses, I believe it was nitrous. I'm not sure, but Jet engine suits aren't new. They've been around for a very long time, almost as long as flight itself. But what he did is he actually used 3D printing to create some of these nozzles and make it super light, which allows him to fly even better. So we're literally in that age now where you can use 3D printing to make an Iron Man suit that flies using rocket technology. So that's really awesome that we're here and that our future has that capability. Let's go check out the article. All right, we're back up. And I'll answer the questions. I do see the questions starting to roll in, so I will answer those after I get done here. So a British man created this 3D printed, or parts of it are 3D printed. So he's got these rockets on his wrists. He's got a main pack, and he legit flies. There's no strings attached to him. He's got, I believe, 8 total rockets. It's just amazing. It's legit a freaking Iron Man project. You can buy this, I believe, $44,000, $444,000, something like that. $340,000 or $443,000. You don't see any jet nozzles. It's just all inside there. So without 3D printing technology, we're not even sure this is possible. So Richard Browning, big props to you, man. That's really awesome. And I think he does it over water over here. Let me turn this one off. This is his demo piece. People have been trying to do this for years. It's just so cool. So go ahead and check that out. If you want to go ahead and buy that, let me know. I'll be your best friend. So it weighs 27 kilograms, controlled by his body movement. He says he can reach an altitude of 3,600 meters or 11,000 feet, which is insane. You think about that. 11,000 feet with nothing around you, just the rockets itself. Now I'm trying to find the 3D printing tie-in here. The suit was built using 3D parts, 5 kerosene-fueled microjet engines mounted on the arms and back. So he probably used it to make it a lot lighter. So that's good for him. That's pretty awesome. Moving on to the next topic here. Now, I saved this one for last because I think this is interesting. I'm military. I'm in the military, and we have a rivalry with the Air Force, of course. But I saw this headline, and I couldn't believe that this was actually... I thought this was like The Onion or the Duffel blog or something like that. The U.S. Air Force has started 3D printing replacement handles for broken coffee cups, because otherwise it would cost $1,210 to replace a single one. I have to see why these things are being replaced. These cups are not ordinary. They're designed for use in larger Air Force aircraft like cargo planes, refueling, in pressurized areas. These crew members fly routinely in bad weather and turbulence. They have to stay on for several hours, so they can't use any other cup. Hey, that's actually not a bad reason. So the Air Force developed steel coffee cups with a hinged lid, plastic handle, and a heating element built in. When they're dropped, they break handles easily, so they can literally just 3D print a handle. Okay, I kind of get it now. It's pretty much a coffee pot, an electric coffee pot with a handle that breaks a lot. So good for them. The Marines have actually figured out how to save way more money on actually printing aircraft parts, but it's not a competition, but we are winning, okay? So that's all I got for today for 3D printing news. Now let's go to the comments real quick, and we'll talk about the updates to any projects I've been doing here. So let's go to the big view. Hello everyone. Okay, so a little quick update on the project of the week. We're doing pegboard stuff for tool storage. Someone did follow me on Twitter and he gave me a recommendation. Thank you. I will be checking up on that. I am on Twitter at printfromsd3d. Look me up. I'm also on Instagram under the same handle. And this week we're going to be just talking about 3D printed pegboard or tool storage. So if you got that kind of stuff, please reach out to me. I want to see how you're doing it. I'm always looking for inspiration. And I'm not going to go to Pinterest. I'm just sorry. I'm just not. So we're doing pegboard stuff. I haven't printed anything new today because I just got home. And then I had to go work out, and then I came right here to do the live stream. And I'm kind of taking it easy this week because last week we did a Liberator, a 3D printed gun, and I didn't want to burn myself out in 2 weeks in a row, so I just kind of did something crazy serious last week, and this week we're just going to do something that's needed and necessary. Not always the sexiest thing to do for 3D printing. Tron XY-X1 is still working just fine. I do have the review for the Zone Star up and running. I got to edit it, and it should be out by the end of the week. Oh, my local library actually did send me a text today. I work with them closely, and someone donated or allowed them to use one of their Prusa Mark III, i3 Mark IIIs. So I've never had my hands on anything like that, so I'm going to go check that out. If anybody out there's got a Prusa, please hit me up. I want to see how you like it. I'm considering like working with the guy to kind of negotiate for a price because he's got two and he didn't need two. He was brand new to 3D printing and he bought two under my recommendation. But he's considering allowing me to buy it from him for a reduced price, but we'll negotiate. Maybe I'll just leave it at the library until I get the funds for that. So that's what's going on with my personal projects. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. We only have a few people watching today. If you're watching the stream and it's not live, just go ahead and leave a comment like you were here. You know, I love talking to you guys. I'll put a link in the description of my last video to this video. That way we can keep up with it. YouTube has been dropping my videos after I upload them. It says processing for like 3 days. So I probably lose a lot of views that way. Let's go. What I think YouTube or YT. He asked off topic, but do you have a Discord? Yes, in fact, I do have a Discord. I've barely ever used it. So let's see. I'm going to jump right into Discord right now. And we're going to go ahead and see where we're at. Let's go to general. So yeah, I've got a Discord here. And I'll add it. It's under GeoDroid John. I don't think it's private. But let's go ahead and try to share it. Create an instant invite. I'm going to set it to never expire. Share link. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So I'm going to try to add this in the group chat. Man, they don't make it easy for you to actually share this stuff. Copy the clipboard. And let's go ahead and jump back in. Okay, I've added the link to my Discord in there so we can have private chat. But if you actually want to talk on public forums, you know, Twitter's there for Print from SD 3D. And I also have Instagram and printfromsd3d.com on its way. So please, guys, go back, check out my other videos. I do have a lot of other stuff, and I do 3D printing reviews and mechanic stuff. I'm going to be upgrading the CR10, all the upgrades that we got on Prime Day. We're going to be adding an E3D hot end. We're going to be adding an all-metal extruder. We're going to be adding extension cords. We're going to be adding just a bunch of cool stuff like TL smoothers to it. So that's going to be real fun stuff. All right, that's all I got. I want to keep it kind of short today. I want to, you know, go to bed early, wake up early, and do what we got to do. That's all I got from you today in 3D. Appreciate your time, everybody. Let me see if I can go back to here. All right, so we're here. Thank you, everybody. I do appreciate your time. Come back, subscribe if you haven't yet. I got some cool stuff coming up. All right, thank you, guys. Have a great night.